Is it yours faithfully, or yours sincerely? When should one sign a letter with yours faithfully, or yours sincerely?
I usually just write sincerely. I understand it to be a contraction of I am yours sincerely or I am yours faithfully. If I used it, I'd probably invert it to sincerely yours or faithfully yours. These statements are typically reserved for love letters or other personal correspondence, although faithful could technically describe a business relationship.
I've been taught the following distinction. Use yours sincerely when you know the person you are addressing, i.e. Mr. Smith. Use yours faithfully when you are starting your letter with Dear Sir, Madam, or a similar construction. That being said, it has been my experience that these are used less and less, especially in electronic communications. I would still prefer them in dead tree letters, but only in the most formal of circumstances, probably when invited to a cup of tea by the Queen of England.
This is called complementary close, as reported by Oxford Handbook of Commercial Correspondence. If the letter begins with Dear Sir, Dear Sirs, Dear Madam, or Dear Sir/Madam, the complementary close should be yours faithfully. If the letter begins with a personal name, e.g. Dear Mr. James, Dear Mrs. Robinson, or Dear Ms. Jasmine, it should be yours sincerely. A letter to someone you know well may close with the more informal best wishes. Note that the Americans tend to close even formal letters with yours truly or truly yours, which is unusual in the UK in commercial correspondence. Avoid closing old-fashioned phrases, e.g. we remain yours faithfully, respectfully yours.
Best, the Raven. The modern era does not routinely recognize the complementary close as such, and its use is becoming rather quaint.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.